Good morning, backbreaker day. Wednesday breaks the back of the week, and talking about breaking the back of, I think we've broken the back of Storm Francis. It's still pretty breezy, but that terrible wind has gone, and there's blue sky above, and I'm out a bit later. Actually, I think my 6 o'clock stint will go out of the window as autumn approaches and it gets darker in the morning. So we're about 7:10, still pretty quiet. I hate the wind. It probably goes all the way back to when I started to lose my hair. And as a young man, you put it just so, and then whoosh, off it goes. I always remember, was it Bobby Moore? Was it Bobby Moore or Jackie Charlton? Still early. Who had that bit, that flick that was just across like that, his bald pate. Anyway, the wind can't hurt the head anymore. There's a Baines planning meeting this afternoon discussing two very controversial matters. Planning applications are in for the old MIN, the Mineral Water Hospital, the Royal National Hospital for Rheumatic Diseases, as it was. Empty since 2019. They built a new MIN at the RUH. And now along comes a company of developers who've bought the place, who want to turn it into a 164 bedroomed hotel with a restaurant and spa facilities. There are objections from many people. The Federation of Bath Residents, for one, talking about the loss of trees, the loss of light for people living around there. There were a total of, I think, 187 objections from people saying it should be housing, or it's the wrong place for a development like that, etc., etc. The one thing I will say, and this is my own personal opinion, is it is an historic building. It's Grade 2 listed. It's a rare example of an 18th century hospital. It is a gem in its own right. To secure a future, it has to be used. Otherwise it ends up like the old Kes School in Broad Street, which is so sad. You've got to find a purpose for it. Heritage depends on having a commercial place in today's world. And I think of all the people who were queuing up to buy the place, most of them had a hotel in mind. So I just put that in there. It is the best use for it. They are the people with the most money to do that job and to do it well. And I think that Gainsborough has shown you don't need a car park around the hotel. People can stay there and cars be moved elsewhere. Or indeed they come by train and walk. Good Lord, walk. The Federation of Bath Residents are also quite concerned about the second application today, which is giving permission for the refurbishment, repair and strengthening of Cleveland Bridge. That again is a Grade 2 listed structure. Now most of the complaints revolve around the fact that once you strengthen it, you encourage heavy traffic, you make it safe and usable for 40-ton lorries. Now it is true that the whole transport system in this part of Somerset needs sorting out. The government's given a grant, I think, of £3.3 million to do that bridge up. That grant has been given, I repeat, to do that bridge up. So if you don't do it, you lose the money. If the bridge was to fall into the Avon, how in the hell would Baines pay for it to be rebuilt? The council hasn't got the money to do the repairs. It relies on the government grant. My feeling is you have to do it. You have to make the bridge safe, durable, and in a condition where it's going to go on being another gem in the city's heritage. Do it sympathetically. And in the meantime, come to terms with traffic. Let's plan a better route for traffic. Let's continue with the Lib Dem promise of a green agenda. I hold them to that. They promised when they were elected that they would deliver a green agenda. So let's see them do it. God, that was all a bit serious, wasn't it? Anyway, the air is fresh. I'm quite enjoying this. I'm still waking up, actually. I have to admit I slept on a bit this morning. No mouse brought in by George, although he did wake me up earlier to feed him, but that's another story. I'm going back for breakfast. Whatever you're doing this Wednesday, have a great day.